Hello dear students, I hope you are getting online recording classes and you are making use of the best. And all the subjects you have to take it seriously as your bi-monthly will be in the month of September and notes maintenance is mandatory. And for correction and all, we have a facility that you can come to the school and you can contact the subject teachers. And even home assignments is compulsory to just solve and send it to the subject teachers. So in the last class, we discussed about what is transpiration, significance, and also we demonstrated an activity, that is spotted plant A with leaves. We just observed the droplets inside the polythene bag. I hope you can recall it. And the plant B, that is spotted plant B, without leaves there were no droplets found in the polythene bag when it kept in the sunlight. So this was a activity what I explained through the demonstration. Okay, just taking an example. Once you come back to school, definitely will be done through the practical, right? So in today's class, let's move on to the next topic, that is leaf modifications. In some of the plants, it's not that all the plants are of same size or same girth, isn't it? Different plants have different size, shape, color, etc. So in few weak stem plants, some of the leaves or the leaflets, they undergo modifications. So modification is a scientific word, and in simple English to explain, it is changes. The plant, the part of the plant themselves change in certain aspects so that they have to give support to the plant and they help in growth and development. So such modifications under that, we are going to study three different modifications. That is, first is tendril, second spines, and the third is fleshy scaly leaves. Okay. For the first, let us discuss about the tendrils. So most of the weak stem plant, okay, when they have no strength to grow, okay, when they have no strength to grow in girth wise and also the height also, they take support of the other plant or any of the objects, whichever they come in touch with. So, and that type of plants, the soft widely coiled structures, they are known as tendrils. So for example, I have taken sweet pea plant here. Many of the climbers, you might have observed this structure. Okay. So this plant is very weak. Okay, and it needs a support to grow. So what does it do? Some of the leaves or the leaflets, the small leaflets of the plant, they just change or they modify into coiled, wily, soft, sensitive, structures. These are called the tendrils. When they twine around this object, this tendrils helps in giving support to the plant, and also then later this plant will stand erect, which is fixed to the soil, and continue to grow. This is one sort of modification, that is tendril, and I have taken the example sweet pea. I hope it is clear now. Next modifications we are going to study is spines. Thorns are totally different, spines are different. Here, spines, I have taken example cactus. Cactus, it's a desert plant. And here, the complete leaf, see, this is a thick stem. I have written this part, the thick fleshy part, what you observe, it is the thick fleshy part, it's a stem modification. Here, the leaf are modified into spines. The leaves are modified into spines. So we know that transpiration is carried out in leaves in most of the plants. The same way here, after modification in this plant, the spines they carry out, they check the rate of transpiration. That is, they check the loss of water. That is the function of this spines. So what is the modification we are seeing here in this cactus plant? It is the spines. The leaves are modified into spines. Here, the leaves are modified into tendril. Okay, tendrils. So apart from cactus, we can give example as prickly poppy. Okay, prickly poppy. It's a white plant. Even there, the leaves have modified into spines. So this is the spine modification. The leaf transfer changed into spines. Then we have, that is fleshy scaly leaves. Okay, this scaly leaves modification, we can take two examples. One is onion, the other one is ginger. First we shall discuss about the onions. First we have the adventitious roots, okay. Then later we have the axillary bud which is found inside. This is a sectional view. When you take an onion and when you just take there's a vertical section, these are all the parts that's visible in the onions. So this is the adventitious root and this is the axillary bud and this is the terminal bud. Then the stem is found here, right? And the complete pink color and whitish, what is a fleshy, which is edible, okay? That is known as fleshy scale leaves. So here the leaves completely, this is what the stem is. The leaves are modified into fleshy scaly leaves. Scaly in the sense you can remove that, right? I'll show you. Then later we have the terminal bud also, right? The terminal bud and also the axillary bud. This is fleshy scaly leaves. But when we talk about ginger, so I have a material here. So this is the ginger, okay, even this is a modification. These are dry scaly leaves. These are dry scaly leaves, and also the function of this leaf is the smaller bud which is at the edges, right? They give protection for this. This is the dry scaly leaves, an example, and fleshy leaves are example as onions. So in your higher classes, even the parts of this ginger will be studied in your practical classes when you go for +2 or something like that in botany. Nodes, internodes, terminal bud, axillary bud, all those things in detail. But for time being in grade 6, you want to know that this is a leaf modification, the scaly leaf, dry scaly leaf, an example is a ginger. Whereas for fleshy scaly leaves, we have taken as onions. Okay, let's see the examples with a specimen. So this is an example for tendril. You can see that the plant itself is very weak, okay, very slender and no strength. If just without this tendrils, the plant can't stand erect. There is no strength in this plant. So what the nature has provided and what the plant has modified, the leaflets, or sometimes in some plants the leaf itself, right? They just modify these tendrils. Even though they are wiry and they are soft, sensitive to touch. If you just prick it, it will break off, right? Even in the nails also, they are so very soft. But once they get in touch with the object or any of the other plant, anything, they twine around and they give support so that this plant will grow in erect position and increase in the height. So this is an example for tendril. And next we have the spines. Of course, in my next class I will show you the cactus. Spines, they check in transpiration. Just an example I am showing. Okay, this is a spine. And also we have the fleshy scaly leaf, onions as an example. Okay. These are all the adventitious roots, okay, and inside if you take clear view, there will be a terminal bud and also the apical bud. The pink color what you are observing now, those are called the fleshy scaly leaves. Okay, this is an example for the fleshy scaly leaves. I hope in today's class we have discussed about different leaf modification. First is tendril, we have taken sweet pea. The second, we learnt about the spines, taking an example of cactus. So spines, they check the loss of water. Okay. And the third is fleshy scaly leaves, and we have taken example as an onion. And also I have explained about the ginger, which is a dry scaly leaf. So they give protection for the buds. So dear students, watch the video slowly, at least 2 to 3 times, because these terminologies are all very new for you. All of a sudden you can't keep it in your memory, and hence after watching this video, go through the textbook word by word, because the scientific terms need to be mastered when you reproduce in the exam or test. Then later you will be getting assignment questions. Do solve all the questions and send it to my WhatsApp number. Thank you. Be happy. Bye-bye.